Hi, my name is Jenny, and welcome to this video on the American Civil War. In this video, we'll take a look at the causes and events of the Civil War, as well as the key players and outcomes of this momentous period in American history. So, let's dive in. The American Civil War was the result of a number of factors that had been building up over the course of many years. Some of the key causes include slavery. The issue of slavery was a major source of tension between the northern and southern states in the years leading up to the Civil War. The northern states were mostly anti-slavery, while the southern states were pro-slavery and saw slavery as a cornerstone of their economy and way of life. States' rights. The question of states' rights was another source of tension between the northern and southern states. The southern states believed that they had the right to secede from the Union if they chose to do so, while the northern states believed that the Union was indivisible and that secession was not an option. Economic issues. The North and South had different economic systems and interests, with the North being largely industrialized and the South being largely agrarian. These economic differences contributed to the growing tensions between the two regions. The American Civil War officially began on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces attacked Fort Sumter in Charleston, South Carolina. This event marked the beginning of the war, and over the next 4 years, the North and South fought a brutal and bloody conflict. The American Civil War was a complex and multifaceted event, but some of the key battles and campaigns include the Battle of Bull Run. This was the first major battle of the Civil War, and it took place on July 21, 1861, near Manassas, Virginia. The Confederate victory at Bull Run was an early indication of the difficulty that the Union would face in the war. The Battle of Antietam. This was a major battle of the Civil War that took place on September 17, 1862, near Sharpsburg, Maryland. The Union victory at Antietam was a significant moment in the war, and it helped to boost Northern morale. The Battle of Gettysburg. This was a major battle of the Civil War that took place in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania in 1863. The Union victory at Gettysburg marked a turning point in the war, and it helped to boost Northern morale. The Atlanta Campaign. This was a major campaign of the Civil War that took place in the summer of 1864. The Union victory at Atlanta helped to secure control of the Deep South for the Union and was a major turning point in the war. The American Civil War was a complex and multifaceted event, but some of the key events and outcomes include the Emancipation Proclamation. This was a document issued by President Abraham Lincoln in 1863, which declared that all slaves in Confederate-held territory were to be freed.
Held as slaves within said designated states and parts of states are henceforward and forever shall be free.
The Emancipation Proclamation was a major step forward for African Americans, and it remains a symbol of the Civil War's impact on American society. The Battle of Gettysburg. This was a major battle of the Civil War that took place in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania in 1863. The Union victory at Gettysburg marked a turning point in the war, and it helped to boost Northern morale. The surrender of General Robert E. Lee. This was the event that marked the end of the Civil War. On April 9, 1865, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Union General Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Court House in Virginia. The American Civil War was a defining moment in United States history, marked by 4 years of intense conflict and social upheaval. The events of the Civil War had a profound impact on America and the world, and they continue to be studied and remembered today. Thanks for watching this video on the American Civil War. I hope you found it informative and interesting. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments section below.